Hi sweet friends, welcome to YoUniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Charlotte and I welcome you back to our channel. If you like home decor, DIY, and style on a budget, then we are so glad that you're here. We post new videos every Monday and Friday. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, and if this content blesses you in any way, I hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel. Today's video, I want to show you how to make a fall and Halloween pillow. So let's get started. Okay, to make these pillows, you're just going to need a few supplies. I found a pillow form in the size of 18 inch by 18, but you can get any size that you want. I've got some scrap material. I have a drop cloth, and I have some computer paper where I printed off some letters. I drew a pumpkin. You're going to need some tape, some scissors. You can glue this pillow together. You don't have to sew it, but I'm going to use a sewing machine and actually sew mine, but you also might need some needle and thread. So since I'm going to make my pillow, since it's an 18 by 18 inch pillow form, I'm going to cut my pillow or my material to 19 by 19 inches, and that will give me an inch all the way around. I want that inch so that I can sew that, and that will just give me a little more room. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this into a 19 by 19 inch square, and you're going to need two pieces, one for the front and for the back. Now on my pillow, what I want to do is make one for the front and the back. But what I thought would be really pretty was to add this grain seed stripe. I love that, so I'm going to do that. And I found this really pretty chalk paint by Waverly at Walmart, and it is in the color hazelnut. So pretty. So I'm just going to paint these stripes on using just some painter's tape. Ah, look at these pretty stripes. It makes my heart so happy. I love how this turned out. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to cut my pumpkin out of this drop cloth. But just a warning, this drop cloth that I bought is really soft. So you can see right here, it didn't really keep its shape very well. So I wouldn't do that. What I would do is do this. I would cut my pumpkin form like I cut this one right here. I wouldn't cut the face out. I would just cut the shape of it out, and then I would take this paint and I would just paint it. And then that way it will make it more stiff and easier to cut the face in the pumpkin. As you can see, this pumpkin is a little tattered. I am making kind of a primitive pillow, so I actually like that look. But if that's not what you like, then make sure you get a stiffer drop cloth, or I would definitely paint it first. And I also want to give you the color of that orange paint that I was using. It is Pueblo, and it is by Folk Art, multi-surface satin paint. I also did the same thing with the black. I wanted to cut some letters out, and so what I did was just painted a piece of that same drop cloth black, and I let it dry, and when it's completely dry, I just cut out my letters. And here's a tip. I just use my computer. I find the font that I wanted, I printed it out, and I just made myself a pattern. And here I'm showing you how I just cut it out, and I think it turned out really great. Okay, for these little pumpkin faces, I want to put some material behind it. I have this really pretty black and white check, so I'm just going to cut that out, and then I have this, um, oh my goodness, the things you do. I have this black and white polka dot material, and I'm just going to cut that out on the second one. I think that's really cute. Now, I like things more primitive, rustic, vintage, if you haven't figured that out yet. I want to make everything look old. So here I am in speeded up motion, and I'm just adding some brown paint around the edges just to make it look a little more vintage, but that's totally option. Okay, now that I've got my boo, what I'm going to do is just measure. So I want it to be in the center, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, I want it to be even from the top as it is on the bottom and on the side, where the B is to where the exclamation point is on the other one. So just make sure when you're placing it that you get it in the center. Okay, now let's do the same thing to make a fall pillow. As you can see, I just found a really pretty font, printed it out, and now I'm taking that black material and I'm just going to cut those letters out. For my A, I'm going to use this really pretty fall leaf. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's burlap. So pretty, but I don't think this color is going to look very good on my pillow. But you can see it has wire on the back, and I'm just going to peel that off. And it's really stiff, so it's easy to use. So I'm just going to use this, and I think it turned out so great. But here I am using this paint again in the color Pueblo, and I'm just going to give it a good coat of this orange. But of course, I'm never satisfied, so I thought it would be pretty if it looked like it was turning. So I took some yellow paint. This is just some cheap paint that I got at Walmart. I got a golden yellow, and I'm just brushing it over that wet orange paint so it'll kind of blend in. And then I'm going to take the color Real Red in the apple barrel paint and add that to the top. Okay, to make it look a little more aged, I'm going to use this melted chocolate color in apple barrel, and I'm just kind of going to go around the edges just to make it look more natural. I think it turned out really pretty. Okay, so let's cut these letters out of this black material, and you can see it's so much easier to cut since I've painted it. If you want to find some stiffer drop cloth, you might not have to do that, but like I said, I just grabbed this at Walmart and it was really soft and not as easy to work with as I was hoping. But now let's move on to the sewing machine. You can actually glue this down with some glue if you want to use that from your hot glue gun, like if they've got material glue or fabric glue, and you could do that. But I thought I would just sew mine on because I really wanted that look. So I'm just taking my sewing machine and sewing them. I didn't do the best job. I'm not a great seamstress. My mother was an amazing seamstress, and I think she would look at this and shake her head and laugh. But I tried really hard, and sometimes that's all that matters. I really love how they turned out. I will enjoy these pillows, so I know that's all that really matters. But here I am just showing you how to sew them on. I ran around all the pumpkins, the eyes, the leaf. So anyway, now let's just take these two and sew the pillow together. So you're going to take both front sides, lay them face to face, and then you're just going to pin around the outside. And when I sew this, I'm going to sew 1 inch around all the sides except for the bottom. I'm going to come in a little bit on the ends, and then I'm going to leave an opening in the bottom so that I can stuff my pillow form inside. Okay, one more tip. To make the corners more sharp, just trim off that corner. Don't cut where you've sewn, but make sure you just trim it off, and that will give you a cleaner corner, a sharper point. Okay, now that I got my pillow form stuffed inside, I'm just going to take some needle and thread and just sew up right there on the bottom. And here it is. What do you guys think? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's not exactly the best job I've ever done. I like that it's primitive and kind of rustic. I wish the bee and the two little pumpkins were a little closer together, but overall, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I was needing a pillow for my couch for this fall and Halloween, and I haven't found anything I was just loving. So this, I think, will do the job. So you guys will tell me what you think. Do you like the boo or do you like the fall? Be sure to let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know. I want to apologize for this short content that I have on this video. The plans that I had for my other one, things just didn't work out like I had hoped. So I had to put that on hold, and so I just wanted to share this quick little DIY I made with all of you. I hope it will inspire you to make a pillow of your own. But anyway, like I said, I am not the best seamstress. My mother was, and I admire her talent so very much. I also want to share with you guys a really sweet, wonderful friend I have. Her name is Diane Apperson. Her business name is Talaberry Primitives. You guys can find her on Facebook, and I will be sure to have her information linked below. But she sews the most amazing and beautiful primitive dolls. She is all, I think, sold out of her fall dolls and her Christmas dolls. She's already working on those orders, and I think she's already filled up for the rest of the season. But be sure to go check her out. If you guys ever need anything, she makes the most amazing things. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my wonderful friend, Diane. I just love her dearly, and I know y'all will too. Okay, before I go, I just wanted to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. This is so inspiring to me, especially in this day and time that we live in. It says, "They will neither hunger nor thirst, nor will the desert, heat, or the sun beat down on them. He who has compassion on them will guide them and lead them beside springs of water." Isaiah 49:10. If ever we needed this verse, it's absolutely now. You know, these times are so uncertain, but the thing that we have to count on is that God is always certain. He never fails, and He will take care of us. So we just need to put our faith and trust in Him always. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. My sister and I appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.